smile on my face. That is fantastic.
Fun with a capital F. G'day everyone, it's Justin and Scott, two dads again from BRRRRM Australia. Now Scott, a couple of months ago we drove the Mini John Cooper Works.
We certainly did. Had a lot of fun with it.
Fun car,
yeah.
superbly fun car. Now, one of the things that we talked about when we drove that car was, look, the practicality side of things, bit of a question mark in that. It's a three-door car, it can only seat two in the back, it's a bit limited in its boot space and stuff like that.
Yep.
So what I brought down today for us to have a look at is a Mini 5-door. Now, the Mini 5-door is about 60% of Mini sales now in Australia. It came out probably...
That's definitely saying that people want some of that practicality we were talking about.
Yeah, exactly right. Yep. And it came out around probably early 2015, and yeah, it's really, you know, taken a lot of Mini sales from the traditional three-door cars. Now, this particular one I've brought down probably is something that would appeal to the enthusiast. It's definitely a fun car because it's got a lot of John Cooper Works bits on it. Yep. It's a limited edition. It's one of 40 that have come to Australia called the Carbon Edition. It comes with a lot of carbon fibre bits and pieces, special striping, but the main bits, there's the JCW bits. It's got a JCW interior, instrumentation, special boost gauge and timer on the dashboard there. Yep. The power's been pumped up a little bit, so it sits somewhere between a Cooper S, which is about 142 kilowatts. Yep. The JCW is about 170. This one sits about 155. Yep. So it's got that power, a bit more torque than a standard Cooper S as well. Comes with a bimodal exhaust too, yep. Which you use for normal everyday sport use, but also for a track mode, which you're not supposed to drive on the street, but it makes a hell of a great sound.
This one looks the part. I think I've walked around it about 10 times, just picking out all the little fun bits they've added to it.
Yeah.
So I think, to your point, the enthusiast it's got some great little bits and pieces on it.
Yeah.
It looks great. So yeah, really looking forward to having a drive of it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Want to go for a drive?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, mate. Technofest?
Oh my goodness. It puts a smile on my face every time I get behind the wheel of one of these Minis. They just everything, the way they do it is just unique, and it always is such good quality. It just feels so schmick in here.
Yeah, it's I think it's that BMW parentage, isn't it?
Yep.
That I mean, the quality of the materials that they use in these things is actually...
Yeah, so it's a blend of quality and then fun and techo, right? Because there's just buttons galore in this thing, and the buttons are all just so nicely done.
Yeah,
everything
the way they
quality.
feel and tactile, and it's just premium. That's what it is. I mean, you do pay a fair bit of money for these things. I mean, this particular car here has a recommended retail of about $56,990 drive away. So because it's an automatic, it's a bit more expensive than the three-door JCW that we drove previously.
Yep.
But yeah, it has got the auto and certain other features in the car, so it's a bit up there. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
I just love the way you can personalise all these Minis, and I suppose this one it's a bit of a pre-packaged personalisation, right? A limited edition.
Yeah.
They've put on all the things they think people want.
Yeah, they've definitely gone performance in this car. You know, they've gone with the JCW instruments, the thing on the top of the dash there with the stopwatch and the boost gauge and everything like that. That's quite different. You don't see that on really. I think that's an accessory item. But yeah, no, it's interesting. It's funny they don't actually make a JCW version of the 5-door, which personally I think is a missed opportunity. I can see a lot of people like Golf GTI people and things like that that love the 5-door practicality but still want the performance of the car. But maybe this is what this one's about. It's filling that niche. Yeah, definitely.
Very good. Yeah. Okay, I want to drive it.
Let's go.
It's exciting. Started in normal mode, and then won't take me long to get to my traditional sports mode.
It has got a sports mode, mate. You're going to love that. It's got paddles as well.
You make me a happy man with the sports mode.
Yeah, this one's the 6-speed auto. They don't come with dual clutch transmissions. It's just straight 6-speed manual or 6-speed automatic. But the autos in these are actually quite good, I think. They shift gears pretty well, and it's quite responsive when you actually use the paddles. A lot of torque to start off with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And smooth though too.
Yeah.
It just takes off strong and smooth.
Yeah, the standard Cooper S has about 280 newton meters, but the JCW tuned ones, like this one, with the tuning kit on it, pumps it up to about 300 newton meters. So the power goes from about 142 to 155, and the torque from about 280 to 300. So
It is one of those cars you're sort of holding back in some ways. I'm just touching the accelerator and really just wants to go. Feel it wants to go faster than I'm sort of can possibly go at the moment. Cars around. It's a nice feeling.
the ride's a little bit firm, isn't it? So
It is. It's got the traditional mini go-kart feel. It feels firm. Honestly, it rides them pretty well though.
yeah,
It feels very good.
yeah. I think as we
serious potholes.
said before, because it's sort of a level below the JCW, it's running 17-inch wheels as opposed to 18s on a JCW. So yeah, maybe that does improve the ride quality a little bit. So.
This is actually feeling like a bigger car than it looks like on the outside. Inside actually feels really spacious.
Yeah, it is a little bit. It's about 7 inches, I suppose, more legroom in the rear. That's where they've actually lengthened it a little bit.
Okay. Yep.
To the 3-door. That's to get those doors in, I suppose. The result of that too is that the boot space is a little bit bigger too.
Yep.
It's quite deep, but a little bit longer.
I saw the boot space. It's got those two layers. So you've got a sort of under well,
Yeah,
and then
that's
there's
right.
a floor on top of that, so you can leave your day-to-day stuff there, and it's not rolling around in the boot.
No, you can
Which is
actually
really
hide it away, which is good. So yeah.
So I sat in the back earlier,
Yep.
and there's enough headroom for me. So I'm 6 foot. So
Yep.
I've got an inch to spare in the back, and we're not finding that in a lot of the other cars we're looking at. Quite a lot of them are quite head restricted in the back.
Yep.
Leg room's a bit of a challenge, so it's not somewhere you want an adult to go for a long distance.
Yep.
But you can have teenage kids in the back there, and they'll be all right.
Yep.
So that's
This one actually,
reasonably practical.
it's not a 4-seater, it's actually a 5-seater. I mean, you have to be pretty small in the middle, but
Yep.
it still can take 5 people,
Yep.
which is good. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Even for short distance, it's nice to be able to put that fifth person in for a little while.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the paddles. They're very ergonomic where they are. Feel quite strong.
Mhm.
Find in some cars they're quite flimsy. These feel really
Yeah,
comfortable
they're
to
metal
use.
ones, aren't they? So,
Yeah.
Ready to do the sport mode?
Yeah, I think I've controlled myself for long enough.
Okay.
Yep.
Just all we do is this the little switch down the bottom.
Across to Sport.
Sport.
Okay.
The go-kart comes up here saying you're in sport mode.
Excellent.
That's right.
Go-kart feel. Yeah.
And if I actually flick it over into the side here, you can actually just use your paddles to work. So,
Sounds different already. It's a nice pitch, this engine.
it's got a nice note, hasn't it?
Oh, it certainly does. Actually, almost for the size of the car, it's so deep. You
Yeah.
wouldn't think it's coming from this car potentially.
It's
So
a 2-litre
surprise.
4-cylinder engine, isn't it? So, yeah. Do you want to really see its party trick though?
Well, what, is that a silly question, mate? Of course. If it's got more, give me more.
Okay, this is the controller to the bimodal exhaust, and it actually says here that sport mode, public roads, track mode, track use only. You're not
Yep.
really supposed to use it on the road there, but I mean it's a German thing. It's
Yep.
we're in Australia. That's okay.
Well, so everyone remembers, my name's not Scott, it's Paul.
So all you have to do, you just double click, click, click. Give it a couple of seconds. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that puts a smile on my face. That is fantastic.
The noise this thing makes is
Oh.
epic, isn't it? It's great.
I can't talk. That's just great. I just don't want to hear that noise. It's just fantastic. I feel like I'm in a V8 V8 sports car, supercar, like coming out of the pits, and just sounds brilliant.
And that overrun, like pop, 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 pop.
Again, absolutely above its weight in terms of the sound for the size of this car. Even though it's really, it's got all the options and stuff, and people are going to think it's a special car.
Yeah.
I think people will still be surprised that such an amazing noise is coming from this car.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sorry, we just woke up the neighbourhood. Just, you point this in the right direction. The steering just feels so good. It's
So
just
direct, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. We've got complete feel for the car.
Yep.
And brakes just feels, just wants to stop this thing so quickly. So they're well and truly over-spec'd probably.
Yeah, I think, if you're looking for, if you love a Mini, but you've got the family scene happening, you've got kids or, whatever, one of these, I reckon, is the best of both worlds, isn't it?
Yep.
You've got the extra space, the practicality, you've got the fun that just, wow. It's epic. And it's pretty well equipped. Like, you got a sunroof as standard on it. You got the JCW interior. The seats are lovely.
Yes.
Yeah.
The seats stood out. When we got in here, it was just like, wow, they look so good. And sitting in them, I've forgotten I was sitting in the seat.
Yeah.
Just so comfortable. I've blended into them.
Yeah, you've got something special. It's one of 40 only that have come to Australia. It's a limited edition. Yeah. I mean, there's two sides, I suppose. This is a limited edition car, right?
Yep.
Yeah. There's bits in this that you can have that you can't have on any other Mini, like the JCW interior, etc. But would it make more sense to actually perhaps buy a Cooper S 5-door automatic, which is a bit cheaper, spec it up with some, special bits and pieces that you want, put the JCW tuning kit on it, and it'd probably come out cheaper than one of these. You'd still get all the fun, you just wouldn't have the look, I suppose, of the JCW.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but it's quite confronting to go to that the manual or the tick box for all the accessories and work out where is the value for money in that, right?
Yeah.
And so, you can add things over time if you want. You can take that approach, or you can try and get it right day one.
Yeah.
I think it'd be very hard for someone to get it right day one.
Yeah.
This one's a really good package. It's right in front of you. You know what you're getting. I think that for a lot of people would be better to do, and it does seem to have a good mix of the accessories here.
Well, yeah. Okay, mate. Do I have to say anything?
No, it was really hard to bring it back. I enjoyed that drive immensely. This car it does your head in a little bit because it's it's a small car from the outside. It's normal Mini, right? You get inside and it feels a lot more spacious than I expected. We weren't rubbing shoulders in there. We had plenty of space, and then you've got the full 3 people can fit in the back. But the big thing is the noise it makes. It is unbelievable. No one could believe that it comes from this car. It sounds like from a V8 supercar. It's just an amazing clap and gurgle and pop and
Mate, the fun factor for these things is 11 out of 10, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm only going to give it 9 out of 10 because I'm hoping something's even more fun out there. But this is as high as I can rate any car right now.
Yeah.
9 out of 10. But it is fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the way that they've actually done a few details about this thing, like that exhaust at the back.
Yeah.
How nice it looks. It's carbon fibre tipped. It's huge.
Yeah.
And it's bimodal. It's phenomenal.
Yep.
It's just fantastic what they've done with that. It's great to see a car company just doing something a bit manic, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, someone's had a lot of fun specking this out and putting it all together. It's really good.
Yeah. Now, and like I said, I think it's got the practicality, the 5-door, and as we said before, 60% of sales now in Australia are of the 5-door Mini.
Yep.
So you can see how families are getting back into a Mini. They thought maybe I can't buy one now because the kids are getting too big, or I need the space. This car has really brought a lot of people back to it, which is great.
Yep.
So
it's terrific.
Yeah. And it still drives and rides and handles just like a 3-door Mini. and it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's
and I
fun.
think we were talking about, would you buy one that's pre-packaged with all the options like this, so a special edition, or
Yep.
would you go to the catalogue and tick the boxes?
Yeah.
I think for a lot of people that's too intimidating, ticking all the boxes and knowing where the good value for money is.
Plus, there's a wait too. If you do that and you order it, you've got to wait a little while till it comes
you might
from
have
the
4,
UK.
5, 6 months or something
Yeah.
to wait.
Yeah.
And it's always hard when you buy a car. You want it the next day.
Yep.
I think this, whether it be this edition or other editions that come out, it's a really good option to go for the one that's been put together by the
Yep.
guys that know. Yeah, it's a good option.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely performance oriented, this thing, and it looks great. Mate, yeah, great car.
Yep.
Now, always ask that question. I don't think I need to ask for an answer. When you park this car, you're going to look back at it?
A couple of times. Yeah.
It looks good. I mean, in the black and everything, it's great. It's got those nice red pinstripes on it, and it looks smart.
So much little detailing on it that you'd be each time you look back, you see something different,
Yeah,
right? Great
carbon
angles,
fibre mirrors.
carbon fibre in different bits. The wheels look really great.
It attracts attention, doesn't it?
Yeah, the answer's a definite yes.
Good.
Yep.
That's good. All right, we'd just like to say a big thank you very much to our good friends at North Shore Mini Garage at Chatswood for the loan of the car here. And also, again, thank you to everybody out there for giving us lots of likes and views. And we'll probably see you next time with another fun and family-friendly car. See you later.
Soon.